The Pew Research Center did a poll and looked at how difficult it is for people to readjust to life after war. 25% of pre-9/11 veterans say that readjustment to civilian life was difficult. Now, post-9/11 life, 44% of veterans say that. So there's a real difference, as you said. Anu, I want you to jump in here and talk about that readjustment and talk about some of the things you see in terms of people having problems with things like PTSD and readjusting. I mean, essentially coming from the battlefield, right, and then coming home to being in their living rooms, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen a pretty big shift in the way reintegration has happened. I mean, both from sort of the perspective of the military and VA, and also the way the civilian communities around the nation have changed their relationship to returning veterans over the last 10, 11 years. I mean, I remember the first few years of both the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts. There was really, I mean, so much ignorant conversation about what it meant to serve, what veterans might need coming home from war, and now the
what sort of ignorant conversation do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, the standard sort of, you know, who did you kill? How many people did you kill? You know, the really sort of callous, dumb conversation. And then sort of a transformation. I mean, you know, you'll still find people like that, but the transformation has really become, I would say, about a more compassionate community receiving veterans back to different towns and cities. But I mean, it's a work in progress, right? Nothing's perfect, and so you know, each veteran's going through his or her own you know, life journey, and you know, we've seen even the conversation around trauma change. You know, in our organization and many others, we don't even refer to post-traumatic stress disorder. We refer to post-traumatic stress, and so which implies that you know, the natural conditions, the human body's natural reaction to trauma is something that we should understand. It's not a disorder. It's actually quite ordered, and so you know, all of that is happening as we speak. The challenge and our fear as an organization working with veterans is that America is war weary, and we also have a very short attention span in this culture. And you know, are we going to continue to open doors to veterans coming home? You know, trauma unfolds in its own time. I mean, there are veterans who have post-traumatic stress who you know, may not seek services for years or decades. I mean, that's certainly been our experience in this work, and so we have to make sure that we don't get amnesia when every last troop has come back from the Middle East.